Good morning, church. I'm going to read from Matthew chapter 18 today and see what God has to say to us. And this is a teaching of Jesus. About that time, the disciples came to Jesus and asked, "Who's the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" Jesus called a little child to him, put the child among them, and he said, "I tell you the truth. Unless you turn from your sins and become like little children, you will never get into the kingdom of heaven. So anyone who becomes as humble as this little child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven." Well, as we consider that teaching of Jesus, it definitely goes in the face of everything in the human culture and in humanity as a whole, as we're always trying to obtain and become and be looked to, and no one looks to a child for leadership, direction, or guidance. And so Jesus kind of went right in the face of everything and said, look, there has to be simplicity and truth in who we are. When you speak to a child and you tell them that the color green is green, they believe it because you told them, and it is what it is. And from that day forward, green is green. Now, as we look at that simple faith and what Jesus is talking about, he's like, it just takes that simple desire, willingness, and openness to learn, to grow, to develop. But it's prior to the fact of becoming like a child in the sense of that blind faith, so to speak, is what we call it. Jesus said there has to be a turning from your sins. So there is this repentant turn. We're turning away from who we were. We're turning away from what the world teaches. We're turning away from everything that is out there and turning towards Him and becoming a trusting, believing follower of Jesus Christ. So I pray today that we are not immature like children, but we are mature in our faith like children. Let's be His church.